What is up, my little sugar buggers? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Foreman Friday, you guys. So today we are giving Mr. Greyson James Foreman a much needed makeover. I asked you guys on Twitter, and I think I even talked about it in probably the last 45 episodes, how Greyson is in dire need of a makeover. So here's the thing about Greyson. Other than the fact that he is honestly such a good freaking looking sim, I wasn't really sure what to do with him exactly. He's kind of at this really sweet spot in his life where he is 17 years old. He's basically a man, and I wanted to kind of channel that a little bit. I didn't want him to look like he is basically up for retirement, but I also didn't want him to look like a fetus. So I decided to go and play a little bit with the facial hair. I also changed up his skin aesthetics, I think, too, as well. Gave him some really sweet sideburns just to kind of emphasize that grown man look. I even aged his body, which is something I don't normally do, but I don't feel like it actually happens naturally in The Sims 4, if that makes sense. So when you see me tweaking his bone structure, it's not that I don't think that he's good looking enough, because honestly, he has enough good looks for literally my entire freaking Foreman save. Like, he is super good looking. It is crazy to me, actually. But I wanted him to facially also kind of age as well, because when you do get older, your bone structure, it changes, and I think your nose and your ears are literally the last thing to stop growing, which is kind of crazy. So I wanted to actually channel his physical masculinity, and then also for his style. I was a little caught up. It was really funny because I was talking about how I was giving him a makeover on Twitter, and then somebody was like, girl, you giving him that 90s grunge vibe, aren't you? And it's crazy to me how much you guys can just kind of pinpoint a Sim style, get into their head, learn their personalities, and know more about them than I freaking do. And you're right, I am giving him more of a grungy 90s kind of style, which I don't really have a lot of clothes that fit that aesthetic, so I definitely try to work with what I had. He definitely kind of has more of like a dirty grungy style, but don't get it twisted. Like, this kid is a pretty boy. He loves to look good. He loves to be like clean shaven. Well, I mean, he just actually started growing hair, so maybe that was a little bit of a stretch, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he can appreciate a good tux every now and again, like the one he's wearing now, or you know, just kind of wearing his favorite hoodie that he's probably had since middle school. Either way, Greyson is a very interesting sim. There is no denying that. How he got these tattoos, well, I mean, look at him. He literally looks like an adult. Probably lied, and maybe the tattoo artist knew that his mom passed away and felt bad and just decided to do it anyway. Speaking of tattoos and speaking of growing up, I actually also decided to go ahead and change his traits as well as add a new tattoo in addition to the ones that he already has. So I don't have a lot of options in my game presently, so I decided to go with I believe I added in like the black doves that basically come with the base game, and so I added those kind of like as a little token to Marisol's passing, like she's flying in heaven, or you know, whatever it is that Greyson believes in. But it's basically a tribute to her, which I felt made the most sense out of everything that I had in my game. So as for his traits, I don't really remember what I gave him right off the bat, but I feel like it definitely had to do with creativity and the fact that he is a little hot-headed. Like, recently, his anger has flown off the freaking handle. Like, he is feeling so just enraged by the way that his life has basically progressed. He feels like his dad wants nothing to do with him, his biological father, Nixon, just everybody who was, I guess, attached to him or a part of him in some way, he feels like wants nothing to do with him, even though June and Pace have tried to be the best grandparents they could and literally raised this child as if it was one of their own. For whatever reason, Greyson's rage is just kind of not allowing him to see the bigger picture, and I'm hoping that his newfound relationship with his friend Alistair might actually open up his eyes a little bit and see that the grass truly isn't greener on the other side, and not everything is as it appears or as it seems. And I'm really interested in seeing how he progresses into his adulthood and where his life takes him, to be honest. I'm really getting super invested into all the characters in the Foremans, and especially Greyson, because he's always been kind of like this mysterious type of sim. You can't help but wonder. So anyways, you guys, I think we're pretty much done with this cast. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.